Right, good morning guys, welcome to another video. Back out with Maggot Danglers, and they're on Acorn Lake at Kiveton Waters. So I fished this last year, not been since. Did quite well, but we're on peg 11 today. So phoned my mate Roy, who was bailiff here, and he said if you can get down here, there's a stanchion or stanchion, wherever he said it were, a place where water flows in. He says to me, and I've cut a bit out and I'm fishing down there, so I've found about 2.5 foot. So I'm going to feed corn, ground bait and micros there. Now since the last come, there's some, they've roped it over so you've got a designated area to fish to. So 11 there, I've plumbed up, I'm about a foot off the edge of that platform there, and then I've gone top 2 and 3 there, in line with end of peg 13. It's only about 2.5, 3 foot there. So I'm going to go 6mm pellets, 6mm on the hook, 6mm feed, 6mm on the hook, 6mm feed, corn, micros and ground bait there. They're my 3 lines, that's all I've got. So I'm a bit late starting. 1 or 2, Jeff Lomas, he's already had one on peg 13, and Dave Austin in corner, he's had a couple already. I've heard a bit of splashing, so let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's try as best, see what we can get sorted. I'll try up to that one where it's deepest line first. I've wet my pellets just so they sink. They're not screttings or coppins, they're like an eye oil. So I've done them so they'll stick in my pole pot. And I'm just going to dip them and see how we go. I don't know what I'm expecting, guys, to be fair. I've just got back from holiday actually. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a few on this line here, just to see what we get. I remember years ago, my old mate Dan Gavin won a match. He fished at the side of that, and he were having some monster fish. But I'm going back, well, I bet I'm going back 20 year in fact. So we'll see. 1 or 2 are catching fish already, so it's a good sign. A bit apprehensive with this rope, but we'll see. I've had some new floats given me by Freddie Books. Freddie TN, they're from Tesnall's. Met him at Maven Match this yesterday. Nice guys. Give me a few floats to try. I'm very impressed with quality of floats, to be fair. Pellet wagglers, everything. He's got a website, TM Floats Handmade, and oh, little ding, and any float you want, he'll do it. Yeah, just drop him a message. I think he said it was $2.25 a float. I've had a couple of dinks, but nothing. I wonder if they silverfish and carp have moved in. Yeah, I would not suggest that. I hope there's no snags underneath that platform. Ooh. This is not good. Wow, 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 wow. As long as there's no snags under that platform, we're alright. I think it ain't the fight well. Went quiet. Yes, went quiet. What's going on here? We're in a mess, Nick. There we are. That's better. There's fish in here. Oh, 17 main line, oh, 17 up length. And I've got an 022, 022 down edge. Should I have put a bit more on? Is it going to take me? Oh, it should be. I told to get my big landing next. There's some decent fish in. Even little ones fight well, Nigel said. Nigel Iceman Shipman. How's he foul hooked? Looks like he's foul hooked in the belly. A bit weird that. Not what we want, but take it. The way it felt. It's in his mouth, right round his fin. Yes. Straight under that platform again. Fighting is hard. Spoke too soon. Back this side of the line. I want to force it in early. I get tired out there and bring it back in when it's ready. I only thought it was smaller when it come. It looks alright. I don't want to pull on him because he's a bit at my limiter. What's going on here? I've hooked some line. Snagged up, Davey. I don't know what's going on. If I was playing a fish and all of a sudden I'm snagged up. There we are. I've not lost my rig. I've lost my hook. What I'm going to do for 2 minutes is I'm going to try this short line. I think what happens here, silverfish come in first. Peck at your bait because it's 6 mil, they can't take it. And then big carp come in, and that's it. I like to think that. They do fight well. You sat back a bit here, so there's a lot of reeds and snags. Sniff at them, will you? So what I'll do is I'll give this another 5 minutes and see if I can get one, and then play it by ear, and if I carry on catching here, I'll stay here. If not, I'll go back there. I don't want to go down that edge. I've got a feeling they're down there already. They have been for years. They just live down there. Fresh water coming in. People are catching oddens. Dave's having a good run on that MPEG down there. That bite right at Blue Oak Aston though. Crazy. It like, well, no bites whatsoever, it just sits there and then eventually it goes under, whereas normally you get a few. But. This feels a big fish. The trouble is if I ship down too early. That a good bite, that clean bite. What do I know? Only a small bite, that one. It's like you hook them, they're alright, and then they get a bit angry after. No, like I said, it's angry. I must admit that margin does look nice. Nice for a few. I weren't going to use ground bait because it were a bit too deep, but El Buster, he says use some ground bait. Nice, they're all snagged up. Like an F1 that. I'll put a bit of corn in. It's handful of micros. Cap it off with ground bait. Now I've mixed a kilo of ground bait up because I know that if they're there, they'll want it. So like I always do, I want to cup it in about a foot away from where I want to feed. Waiting to see a massive swirl down that edge. See how we go. I wouldn't normally feed this edge so early, but Dave's chucking about 8 to 10 metres further down and catching. So all I'm doing is trying to draw fish up this way. but I know from, I've seen Dangavon catch on it, I've seen Matt Godfrey catch on it. I'm going back 20 years, but I've seen them. And it just holds fish. I might be saying I got it wrong when I get to the end of match, but hopefully I can get a few out. They were massive as well. Yeah. Bites are a bit weird on this line. The thing is, if I don't ship down, it goes mad. I'm doing a mess. Because it's going mad. A steady 2-pounder. Right then guys, we're down to the last, I'd say hour and a half left. As you've seen, I tried over there, got broke, tried there, got broke. We've decided to come down this edge, and I've had 4, 5, 6 carp, and I've had an absolute pig. Must be clocking £15, honestly, man, it's unbelievable. So, I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket, but it seems to be everybody else has stopped catching, and I've managed to carry on with down this edge. So, put a big pot in. Just see that little stick up that comes up, I've fished to that, I've fed to that, and then I'm fishing about a foot closer in up to this bush. See that bush, just in line with that bush. So that's about it. I've got about £39 on clicker. A guy who come round, bailiff, young lad, he says that, I says I've had 7 carp, he says that's good for this. He says it's usually hard going on this peg. So that's what he said. But I know one or two are getting a few. I know Jeff, he's fishing 16 metres up to that island, says it's back breaking. But Dave were banging, and he's slowed down, to be fair. The young lad over there, he were catching, and he hasn't had many lately. So I don't know. Just got to worry about yourself, ain't you? But the swirls and that coming in. Double corn on hook, and I've got I'm feeding corn through toss pot and ground bait, and all I'm doing same in big pot, but I'm putting a few micros in. I just think it keeps them there. There we go. No. Yes. Look at that. Like I said, you've got to feed them. Got to feed them. Trouble is, I know what's going to happen as soon as I get this back. I have to get him down, because he's just going to run. The crackers. Absolutely crackers. Try again just with a small pot after this one, but I think big potting is the only way you'll get them. No. Snag me. No. No. Yes. Get him out. Come on. That's all I want. Taking time to get them. But if they're decent fish, you don't mind waiting. There's another big one, I think there was not too big. That's decent. fish. Yes. When that little fish jumps out of water, you know there's some big fish knocking about. This feels heavy. Going towards that snag, that is a fact. Sounds keen. Snagged near picked off some line, someone's got a feeder or something snagged them. I know a fish in earlier on it. I want him going anywhere near it. And he keeps going near it. No, don't get snagged up there. That's naughty. I'm gonna see where those lie. Not that big. See, they're out round this thing or not. Foul up. It's not behaving like a foul up fish. Messy that one. I don't go under rope. We don't like under rope. Oh. Hope it's another 15-pounder. Mike. Here's mouth. Here's my thumb. Go for air. And here's mine. No. That's it. Oh, he's bigger than I thought he were. Oh. I thought he was only about 5. Oh. Oh. Big potty now. Is that it? Time! Time! Now, didn't muster a last one. Would have loved another one, but that's how it goes. Right then, so, fed there. What are we doing here, Gregory? So fed there, fished there, got a couple. But then on the second one or third one, so what you said, Greg, that's it. Right, so fed that, went on there, had a couple, then on the second or third one, it took me another snag from 12 and lost it, and then went short, had a couple, that broke me. But then I fed down the edge as well, and I looked, and I got off my box to have a look, and it was chained up, and I thought, well, I've got to try it, and tried it, and not that I've never looked back. They were bigger fish. If I was to come again, I probably got sidetracked from it, really. I don't know how well I've done, but I probably could have picked a few more up on there and definitely more on there, but I tried to avoid it after that because of that snag, and I thought to myself, and they were pinging me off on 017 just like that, and I thought if I go on, that's swirling like that now. But if I go down there on a 022, then there's less chance. Just at the end there, I snagged up, and I had to untangle my rig, and then some shots had come off, and it never really worked. So we'll get weighed in and we'll see how we've done, guys. Cheers.
Which is there. Second.
So just double click that like that.
Yeah. 41.3.
Is that one fish in there?
12 ounce.
What? That's it. There's 12 ounce in that, mate.
Here's a chunk in it.
Yeah, I want my photo taken.
Here's a chunk. What's that? Thanks, my face spot here, look.
29.6.
716.
71.5.
715. Right then, guys, I've had £71 something. I blinked and forgot how many ounces. He says, oh, we're winning it so far. So hopefully that can continue round, but you never know. It's usually better pegs that end, but you never know. You never know. So I'll put the sheet up and see how we've done, and we'll go on to the next one. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching.